I'm a simple guy. I see Julius Malema, I click. Now, yesterday I posted a video of me reacting to Julius Malema and his response to the budget speech. He pretty much was saying, yo, tax the rich, all right? And one of y'all left a comment say, yo, Chico, react to this video. You're going to love it. It's not Malema talking, but you're going to love this one. I'm like, okay. So this is EFF Sihle Lonzi. Impresses Julius Malema taking shots at GNU. Now, hopefully I said his name right. Is it Sihle or Sihle Lonzi? Okay? Yeah, this right here is President Ramaphosa himself. So let's check out this video. Drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new.
People on my way out.
Sit down, Chief.
You can make a noise.
Sit down, Chief.
Thank you.
Already?
Speaker.
Already? What's going on?
Speaker.
So this is Mr. Lonzi right here, okay.
I think we need a breathalyzer now.
Hey, Matata.
Over to you, Mr.
Commander-in-Chief of the EFF, South Africa is behind you, despite calls from the United States and Elon Musk, who are calling for your sanctions and calling you an international criminal.
That's crazy work,
we want
bro. The fact that Elon could be out here calling people international criminals, well, he's what with the one and only Donald Trump himself. Is crazy work. Wasn't that man just in court a few months ago?
Remind you, President, that even Nelson Mandela was referred to as an international criminal, and only up until 2008 was he released from the terrorist list by the United States.
Started over. I didn't even know he was gonna say that. I didn't even know that.
I think we need a breathalyzer now.
Hey, Matata.
Over to you, Mr.
Commander-in-Chief of the EFF, South Africa is behind you, despite calls from the United States and Elon Musk, who are calling for your sanctions and calling you an international criminal. We want to remind you, President, that even Nelson Mandela was referred to as an international criminal, and only up until 2008 was he released from the terrorist list by the United States. Leaders like Gaddafi,
so who gets
Patrice
to label
Lumumba,
people as international terrorists? Only the U.S.? God damn.
Kwame Nkrumah, Thomas Sankara from Burkina Faso were all labeled criminals by the West.
True.
Stand firm, President. Being a criminal of imperialist forces.
All the prominent leaders that we had, some I ain't gonna lie, I didn't agree with their ways, some I did. But all the figures that had like so much huge impact and were doing things differently, bro. The U.S. was like, criminal. Criminal. Take him down. It's crazy, bro.
The badge of honor for our struggle for the liberation of our people. President Ramaphosa, in the 20th century, Chairman Mao develops and popularizes a concept called a paper tiger. A paper tiger, President, is something that appears powerful and intimidating from a distance, but as you get closer to it, it's harmless, it's fragile, it's powerless. It's just a paper made of a tiger. Your State of the Nation address, President, like the 7 you gave before that, reminds us of a paper tiger. You always make bold statements. You appear dangerous from afar, but when we pay closer attention, we see a paper tiger. Your ministers and premiers are all praise singers, Mr. President. All of them did not engage in the substance of your sona. They did not defend your sona. They were just looking for your applause and affirmation. Your chief whip comes and speaks about the National Development Plan. Yet former President Thabo Mbeki, who all of you like to quote, keeps telling you, Mr. President, the NDP is not a plan. Why? A plan requires clear steps, time frames, measurable objectives, and defined responsibilities at each and every level of government. Now, President, let me take you to Singapore. When Singapore
did his homework. This guy did his homework.
Gains independence in 1965, they implement the Economic Development Plan, focusing on industrialization, education, and infrastructure. This was not just talk, Mr. President. They created a strong manufacturing sector, which we don't have, upskilled their workforce, which you are not doing, and invested in technological innovation, transforming Singapore into one of the world's leading economies in a short space of time. This can't be said about the National Development Front. Honorable Premier of Limpopo, please don't be narrow. When we say post-secondary education, we're not just talking about universities. We're talking about TVET colleges. We're talking about training centers. Come on, Minister.
Hey,
the Premier of the Northwest.
This guy's schooling
the Premier
them,
of
bro.
the North.
A lot of people got a lot to say, which means, hey, he hitting certain nerves. You know what I'm saying? There's got to be some truth to what he's saying.
Northwest comes and talks about Tuncha Lerura accelerated service delivery campaign. But what he won't tell you, Mr. President, is that where he launched his campaign in Mamusa, if you go to Mamusa today, Batuba Runa, Batula Masipa, Bekeli Beke, because his failed PR stunt couldn't resolve the issue of sewage in the province of Northwest. I don't want to even talk about the Minister of Human Settlements. She stands here and claims to have resolved the issue of student accommodation in South Africa. Perhaps she doesn't know, Minister, there's a shortage of over 500,000 beds in South Africa.
Damn.
You don't just resolve it by taking money from VPS and buying yourself a coffee shop.
Shots fired.
President, I want
Shots
to invite
fired.
you just across the road, President. When you were busy delivering your sauna, students at CPUT were sleeping outside, President. On Monday night, I went to visit one of the students who were arrested. Please, President, on your way to your 20-bedroom house in Clifton, past District 6,
Shots
so
fired
that you
again.
can see this crisis with your
Shots
own
fired,
eyes.
and that's true though. Like, why are you going to your 20-bedroom mansion? Just pass through, and you're the president. Look at the students. Look at the people that you're supposed to be taking care of, supposed to be leading. Look at how they living, bro. Like, we gotta do better, man. Like, this is wild.
President, we felt the pain of Minister Sihle Lonzi. He's a master's candidate. Rather, he's got a master's. He's got experience in governance. But you have reduced him into a boy and deputy minister of an illiterate, meticulous white man. You are reminding us of the racist corporate sector where our brothers and sisters must account to white juniors, even though they've got better qualifications and better experience than them.
Which is not cool. I feel like, but no matter where it is in the world, like anywhere in the world, guys, you could have A's, B's, maybe, best grades. Bruh. We're always gonna have that disadvantage, and y'all know why. Y'all know why. I ain't even gonna say it. Y'all know why. And it shouldn't be
But
like
Mr.
that.
President, we are not shaken because we know that the faction of Helen Zille wants to dump this GNU. It's just John Steenhuisen who is still enjoying blue lights, even at the cost of his own constituency. Commander-in-Chief of the EFF, we want to show you that we're not just an opposition that talks. We have already presented before this parliament a student debt cancellation bill. We want this parliament to vote for that bill so that we can resolve the debt confronting more than 500,000 students in South Africa. Now, Mr. President, I don't know why you need a bill to give all students their degrees. Because these people have completed all their academic requirements. Why don't you give them their degrees?
Your time has expired.
We came here to ask you and you said we've got an extra minute for 6 minutes. You gave me 5 minutes here.
Yo.
We asked you.
He said he getting his point across.
President,
Your time is up.
President, the simple point we're making.
Your time is
How
up.
will these
Your time
students
is up.
get employment if you don't want to give them their degrees? Give the students their degrees. Give them their qualifications.
Are these
give
guys
them
dumb?
their certificates.
He's literally talking about something that benefits everybody, and we got people in here trying to cut him off. Just let the man finish, get a few seconds in, and we move on. Why we gotta be so? And this is why I like setting these rules, following them to the T like this, bro. Sometimes, bro, it's got the good and bad, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. This is embarrassing, bro. Like, come on.
So that they can be able to access employment opportunities. You don't need a bill for this. Release all degrees, Mr. President.
Release them.
Leave the podium.
Even some of the people saying leave the podium. You have friends, you have family and stuff They probably need their degrees and all that too. So why are you like, this is wild. Like, what? Look at Malema, bro. Yeah. That boy, he turned them up.
You can't disrespect the presiding officer.
That man, sorry. Well, I think we watched everything we had to watch, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, guys. But that was wild, bro. Like, what? Look, man. I'm doing giveaways on my Facebook every Friday. My Facebook is BasedChiko. It's on top of the screen. Every Friday, I'm going to give away $10 to my top 3 most active fans. I'm sending it to you somehow. We're going to figure out a way. So, well, probably Saturdays, because Friday is when it tells me my top 3 fans, I think. It's my first time doing it. I want to do it every week. But I'm going to keep doing these videos. Let me know what other ones you want me to react to. Maybe more than just Julius Malema. Because, by the way, guys, like I keep telling you, I'm not no politician and stuff like that. So I'm going to try to react to more than Julius. Because some of y'all already commenting saying, yo, you need to just react on your country's ambient. Why are you doing this stuff? I'm like, bro, I'm not. Now I can't react to certain stuff. Like I'm trying to push agendas or anything. I'm just giving my opinion. Just watching. It's like watching a TV show. Just saying stuff on it. All right. And, yeah. I ain't got nothing else to say. I just